Come into my antiques corner. And the Elgin marbles, the reclining nude of the river god, discovered by Lord Elgin, who was the ambassador to the Ottoman Empire in the 19th century. Mm-hmm. It's gone to the Hermitage on loan to celebrate that great museum of St. Petersburg's 250th anniversary. And you know, you'll not get an Elgin marble in McCabe's, Signore. Will you, Raymond?
I wouldn't think so, no.
But, you know, we have other things there.
Of course,
which would be very, very jolly and very good. His parts are showing there, it's all of that. His parts aren't in very good condition, I'd say. But I think that's more a circumstance of the age, you know. Well, 2,500 years ago, which is an amazing thing. But that's, you see, that's antiquity on our doorstep. Mm-hmm. And you constantly, not 2,500 years ago, you will come across antiquity. And it's there in your tunnel of temptation that we go into. So what kind of antiques should we be looking out for at the moment?
The antique market is quite quiet at the moment.
Yes.
That's why we have moved on to new furniture.
Wow.
And better quality new furniture to replace the antiques, I suppose. Antiques aren't fashionable. Brown furniture isn't fashionable, but I'd say that anybody that has it, hold on to it.
Yeah.
It'll come back.
It'll come back. Antiques, I found, can be a bit of a dust gatherer.
Yes.
A bit like golfing trophies, where you've got sort of cut glass stuff and just sit there, you sit there, sit there. But I have a lovely little carriage clock that I bought in Weir's of Dublin, in Grafton Street. I bought it for the lady who was at that time of my life, my wife.
Okay.
I was very kind to my wife. You know what I mean. But it was lovely, a lovely clock. And you wind it. There's something lovely about winding a clock. And we can still get those from you. There are some.
You can, yeah. We still do a mechanical clock. But again, they're harder and harder to come by.
Really?
Yeah. The battery has taken place of a mechanical clock.
My goodness. I got from you many, many years ago. You were in Mary Street, and there was a spiral. It was like a candy stick pedestal with a flat little table on the top of it, and it stood about 5 feet 6 feet high. And then I had a piece of Chinese art, mahogany, an emperor sitting there. Now, I sold that. I shouldn't have sold that. That could have been very valuable. What might I have been worth?
I wouldn't know without saying it, but you probably sold it because styles had changed, your circumstances had changed, your house had changed, or other things.
Money.
But if you can hold on to pieces of art like that you like, that you like, try and hold on to them, because they will become fashionable again.
What's the secret of keeping your place in the way that you keep it? Because you go into, first of all, many people will think you're just the shop facing the Belfast Road, but you go into a veritable cornucopia of temptation when you go around the back.
Yeah.
You go through the next door across the cobblestones of Mary Street on the Belfast Road now, and the door goes ding dong, and you're there. You've arrived. The magic carpet has landed, and you walk through, and you can walk around your place for hours and enjoy it.
There's probably 40, 50 room displays, and one of the big things is we try to do something different.
Yes.
And we try to do one-off items.
Yes.
That aren't everywhere, and you get something a bit unique. And probably that's, and as you say, you could take hours walking around. People come in and they spend a half an hour and they suddenly realise they spent a half an hour and have to come back.
Yeah.
So
you're touching, and you're smelling, and you're embracing, and you're just enjoying the whole experience.
Yes, right, yeah.
It's very jolly.
Thank you.
Please hold that thought. We're going to have an ad break.
Okay.
Thank you. Raymond.
Destination Newry. We're back in moments.
Slimming World, if you want to lose weight, don't wait until 2015. We have members losing weight in our groups every week. Come along to a warm and friendly group today where there is no hunger, no judgment, just loads of support and motivation to get you to target. Love food, love Slimming World. Contact us on Facebook, Slimming World Newry, Down and Armagh.
Kelly's, at your service. Ah, service. Now, that's the word at the very heart of it all. It's the Kelly's philosophy. Think beyond building and hardware. Think beyond the hire shop, the kaleidoscope of the paint shop. Kelly's there too for the solid fuel to feed into the stoves that burn so warm and bright at Christmas time, and on through winter's worst. There's the other word, Christmas, and we have a club to cover it. Kelly's Burren Warren Point, the science of thinking outside the box. Everything covered.
Louis Boyd's, 58 Mill Street, Newry. If you want to dress to impress, Louis Boyd's is for you. Style, comfort and great value. Louis Boyd's. Menswear labels now in stock. Diesel, Tommy Hilfiger, Superdry, Ramus Yomo and G-Star. Also communion and confirmation wear. Open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Saturday 9 to 5:30. Thursday and Friday 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Sunday 1 to 5 p.m. Louis Boyd's, 58 Mill Street or louisboyd.com.
Advertise your business here. Reach a weekly audience of 275,000 people. Be ahead of the rest. Call Damien on 078 08 80 34 75 or 028 308 34 012. JT Carpets Newry has been servicing the floor covering needs of Ireland since the 1970s. We have Ireland's largest stock of carpets on display. You can always be assured of our professional commitment to quality, service and outstanding value. Stocking a wide range of carpets, vinyl, wooden flooring, furniture, rugs and accessories. We are committed to providing the right product for your individual needs. Contact us today on 028 3083 9944. Why not call in store today in Bestbrook Industrial Estate, Mill Road, Newry.
Raymond McCabe is with me at the moment from the world of antiques and reproduction quality furniture out there on the Belfast Road. There is undoubtedly no other emporium like it, certainly in the city of Newry, and I would go as far as to say, well, we'd need to look across Northern Ireland, but it's unique and it's very good. And we've just done a deal that I am going to recline over Christmas time on one of the beds, posing as an Elgin marble. But we haven't finalised the deal, have we?
No.
You're still considering it?
Yeah, very much so.
It's like the time I put an ad in the paper. I was looking for a woman. Put the ad in the paper. Didn't get one reply, but the editor was very good. The editor said, look, Rowan, I sympathise with you. We'll give it to you for a month, free of any charge, provided this time you leave out the photograph. So I don't know.
Very good.
Now, we go into your place and it's... where do you get the stuff that's there? It's huge stuff.
It's getting harder and harder to find suppliers of better quality furniture.
Yeah.
Very hard.
So are they no longer making... I thought the Far East had come up to scratch, Indonesia and the like.
They are, but the big markets now are not Europe. The big markets are China and Russia. Well,
that's where they sell as well as manufacture. My goodness.
And once it has a British or UK or European label on it, the Chinese relish it more and want more of it.
Yeah.
So we're becoming second-class citizens as such.
Well, it's a good thing for a man to be a second-class citizen for a
course.
while, because austerity finally focuses your cutting edge.
Of course, yeah.
There's a load of mixed metaphors. Have you ever heard them? Finally focuses your cutting edge.
So it is harder. It is harder to source better quality product.
Yeah.
And something different.
But you do it.
Oh, we do it. We try
And the
our
evidence is there when you go walk about in the place. I always jest with you that I'm going into the tunnel of temptation, and I succumbed last week.
best.
Did a deal with you.
Yeah.
And I got myself a dining table.
You did?
An oak dining table. And it's there with 4 chairs. And I got it for £400, which was very, very good value. Shh. He's telling me to shh. I'm just telling you, you're able to spit on the hand and do the deal.
Of course.
You know, if you're not doing that,
No, well,
you shouldn't be doing anything. You could take up brain surgery
Very
or
true,
something,
yeah.
or become a gynecologist, but don't try selling.
No.
Are there people who are natural salespeople and those who can never sell? I ask that because I actually don't believe I could sell ice cream or Coca-Cola to the Arabs. I don't think I could.
There are people who are just born naturals at selling.
Like yourself.
No, not myself. No. There are people out there. I've seen them, and they could be 20-year-olds. It could be 50-year-olds. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. They're just nice people.
Yeah.
They get in with people, and it's not sometimes a hard sell.
No.
And I suppose if you think back, going back about the Newry market, I always admired. There was 3 or 4 fruit sellers from Belfast
Oh yeah. There was the
in
old
competition,
Yeah.
and all surviving side by
Yeah.
side.
Oh yeah, I remember it so well.
And their trick was they cut a little slice of an apple
And they let you try it.
handed it to the madam 3 rows
Yeah.
back. So it got her attention.
Yeah.
It's very clever. That was good selling
Good
and
stuff.
marketing.
You will also remember in the market Hector,
Oh, a legend.
a legend.
Yeah.
You know, and Hector was Scottish.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He was, and did you ever see him operate?
3 or 4 times.
He would go into the back of the van. Everything was in the back of the van. He'd take out, say, a dinner service. And he'd come out and he'd say, well, now I have a dinner service here and it's here for you. That's not Scottish, I don't
No.
I have a dinner service. Now, who will offer me? I'm not going to ask £20 for it. I'm not going to ask £15, £12, £10, £8, £7. Not going to ask any of that. Who'll give me £5 for this dinner service? That's the way he did it.
And we'll throw this in with it as well.
Oh,
The
yeah,
pots
absolutely.
are-
Like,
yeah.
what would you do with a teddy bear and a dinner service? I just don't know.
And then the dark stranger at the back would buy the first one, whoever he was.
Yeah.
He was always the first to buy them.
Absolutely. And then there was a fellow in the market that used patched clothes using an iron and a sticky film, and
Right.
he'd put the thing, and it would patch.
No.
I grew up in the market. I loved it. There was a weighbridge in it. Knew around the corner. It was that market that your father came to in
Yeah,
the first
yeah,
place.
yeah.
Yeah. Your tentacles are everywhere. Well, at that stage, you were Belfast, you were Newry, you were Mary Street, you were down the entry, and all of that. And then, was it a big decision to go to the Belfast Road because you were breaking with a very substantial tradition?
Very much so, because Newry finished probably around Sugar Island,
Yes.
the town hall area.
Yes.
And we had to move out because of transport, trucks, space.
Yeah.
Now Newry has moved out to Shanton Park.
Absolutely.
It has just pushed this whole way out. So in 30 years, it's caught up with us.
Yeah.
Was it a big move out? Yes, it was, because people from the southern side of the town, there was a barrier to come to the northern side of the town as such.
Yeah.
And there was we kept Mary Street going for a few years. We
You
both
did,
going.
just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
Yeah, just in case. But where did you get the property out there? Like, I mean, that was sort of greenfield stuff.
At one stage, I think there was a row of 7
Houses.
two up, 2 down. You would have been called.
Which you couldn't have got. you couldn't ever, if you had desired, got one of your big
Oh, not a
four-seaters
chance.
to
Not a chance.
into
no.
it, yeah.
And you know something, people ahead of their times, they're talking about uplifting furniture now and revamping it and painting it. That's what people did 70, 80
Did
years
they?
ago. Took an old dresser out, freshened it up with paint, back into the house.
Really?
Same dresser.
And that would have been done in the yard.
Oh, no.
In
sorry.
their own yard.
No, their own yard.
Yeah,
their own
yeah.
yard. You know. A lot of old Irish painted furniture all ended up in America.
In America.
So now we're back to that stage.
Yeah. What about the famous and the much vaunted Welsh dresser? Mm-hmm. What about it?
What about it?
Okay, I'll go again. What about the renowned and much vaunted Welsh quarry tiles?
Quarry tiles.
No?
Yeah.
I mean, they're red tiles.
Oh, yeah.
And what do you put on red tiles?
Cardinal
red.
Yeah.
And what do you put on the furniture that you are restoring? It's like vinegar and
Oh,
beaten
my
eggs
father
and-
comes up with
all
my
of
father comes up with a recipe. It's raw linseed oil and methylated spirits
My
and
goodness,
vinegar, and
yeah.
we would use a lot of vinegar and water just to clean furniture
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Instead of polishes.
Yeah.
And that's how old furniture looks so well. They use waxes over the
Wax
years.
as well. Yeah. What about, I often wonder, what can I get, what takes red wine out of leather settees?
Thought you were going to say the beard. Out of leather settees. Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Do you know what I've discovered?
Add more red wine.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It just takes on a kind of a patina.
Yeah.
What is it called?
Patina.
A patina. There it is. and it's all good. So what's Christmas going to be like with you? Busy time?
We're kept going. It's certainly not what it was like a few years back.
Yeah.
We're kept going, and then we launched back into Christmas on the Saturday after Boxing Day and
St. Stephen's Day.
St. Stephen's Day.
Yeah, not that I'm religious.
No,
I'm
no,
not.
no. And between Christmas and New Year, we find it very, very busy. Well, that's when our sales starts, and it also there's a lot of people off work.
Yeah.
Offices closed and so on. So it's a time for shopping.
Yeah.
We don't really want to go in St. Stephen's Day. We'll take another day out of it.
Well, you deserve
The commercialism of Christmas.
Yeah.
No.
No, I think you need the 2 days. Yeah.
Well, years ago in New Year, you'd take 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
But change times.
You close on Wednesday. Or a
Close
half day
half
on
day
Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah. I found there were restaurants that closed for lunch. Honestly, I tell you, they did. Can you imagine it? You think I'm joking. Right, okay. I'd like to thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
And should I perish and pass away as a consequence of my tickly little cold, I'd like to be stuffed and placed in your shop, in the window.
Okay.
Thanks for coming. That's
Thank you very
Raymond
much.
McCabe
Thank you.
of McCabe's Antiques and Fine Furnishings, good value, on the Belfast Road in Newry.